Good morning. So censorship. So I recently found out that Yelp is added to the list of big tech companies that are censoring. They're removing reviews of anyone who says anything critical about the restaurant in regards to COVID or how they're handling masks or vax, that kind of thing. And so also on the list, Google, mainstream doctors have had their videos pulled. There's a box when you search anything COVID related that gives information on where to get the vaccine or whatever they deem the correct or official COVID information. Instagram has censored certain hashtags. Natural immunity is one of them. And that's where we are, that we can't even talk about natural immunity without it being censored. That's considered controversial. And I've seen other Instagram posts from friends where they just weren't even talking about COVID or anything related to it. They just were talking about surfing, and for some reason, whatever words they used triggered the censoring algorithm, and below their post was a box saying, COVID-19, da-da-da-da, whatever it was. And so it seems like it's just getting ridiculous. And so, historically, who are the big censors, or why is censorship something that we should be cautious or even extremely alarmed about? I know I'm very concerned. So, communist China, they're known for having a whole filtered version of the internet to keep out stuff that they don't want people to see. North Korea, there's all kinds of stories about how the official line about the leader and how great he is and all this stuff and all kinds of fantastical abilities and qualities that he's given. I mean, who knows if people actually believe that, but, if it's in the official line, the question is why are they putting out, or why is the dominant narrative or the official regime putting out stuff that isn't true? What are they trying to convince people of? The Nazis, Nazi Germany, they were keeping all their horrible things secret. They didn't take out ads or have front page stories about how they're going to kill all the Jews. They didn't put their step-by-step plan of how they're going to murder millions of people. It was all kept secret and censored. East Germany, the Stasi, notorious secret police, and just ridiculous stories about all kinds of ridiculous lengths that they went to try to keep people from finding out about stuff, even if it was, the average person would look at it and think it was ridiculous, trivial, and no threat to anyone whatsoever. But that's the problem when we give power to people to tell us what we can and can't see, or what we can and can't say, or basically trying to tell us what to think. And right now it seems that censorship is being used in a way that the mainstream, or the majority rule goes along with, or they're okay with being censored in this way because they agree with the current form it's being used, and the truth is we don't know if they really agree, because the information that might change their minds is being censored. Imagine if anytime you searched in Democrat or any left-leaning cause or issue or campaign or whatever, and below it there was a box telling people to vote Republican, or championing a certain candidate on the right wing, then people would be up in arms. There'd be a revolution, protests in the streets. I mean, imagine if you search for abortion or where to find abortions, and there's a box that tells you, about abstinence and how you're a loser if you get an abortion, or whatever it is, trying to make you an outcast or pariah, or censoring your opinion on whatever your issue is. It's right now it's being used. Censorship seems to be, targeted towards more traditionally right-leaning opinions, but in the future it's going to be used towards left-leaning opinions. That's how these things work. You give power to the authorities to do these things, or we let them take that power, and then it gets used and abused. It always happens. And it's just from a practical, pragmatic, scientific point of view, how do we find the best solution if all the solutions aren't allowed to be put on the table? If we can't even have a conversation about options or alternatives, if we don't even know what the solutions or possible solutions are, how are we supposed to agree with them or get along with them, or even, choose the best solution if it's being squashed and hidden? An example I have of this is when I was getting divorced, we fought and went through lawyers for over a year, thousands and thousands of dollars of legal fees, and just having our lawyers exchange letters and threats and whatnot. And then one day, for, I don't think it was 2 hours, went to a mediator, sat down. It wasn't comfortable, and yet the best thing the mediator did is have us list on a big whiteboard where we could see all the possible outcomes of how to settle the divorce, how to dissolve the marriage, and good, bad, ugly, all the potentials, put them all on the board. And then just seeing them, being able to see all the possible solutions, even the ones we detested, helped us find and agree on a solution in that one session. We settled it, done. That's the power of shining the light and letting us see what our options are. So that's what I'm encouraging and hoping, that we move in the direction of open, of putting fresh air and sunshine and everything on all the options, so we can see, let's talk about it. If we don't talk about it, we're never going to get to a solution that works for everyone. A win-win. So thanks for watching.